Hey everyone, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with another video. And in this one, I guess it's the third in my series. I thought it'd only be two parts, but you know what? I decided to make a third part. I'm going to talk about why I like to DIY so much, right? Because something happened to me today that was a great example of why it's a really good idea to DIY if you can, right? If you can, okay? So today I had a company come out and basically put a patch on my carpet in my bedroom, right? That's essentially the service that I paid for today. First of all, I'm going to just give you a little bit of a history of it and what I tried to do and ultimately how much I spent and why I, the final results and why, why I DIY, why I'm such a proponent of it, right? So anyway, basically what happened is my dog, damaged the carpet that was in the bedroom, right? She tore it up to a degree, right? And ultimately, the final piece that, area she damaged was roughly about 6 inches by 12 inches or half a square foot. Sorry, don't know what that can translates to in meters. So basically, that's what happened, right? So when that happened, I watched some video. I watched some videos on YouTube about how to, repair your carpet like that, right? And I found some various videos about how to patch your carpet, right? And one of the assumptions is you had some leftover carpet from the original install, and I had carpet left over from the original install. That was no problem, right? So, step one was obviously you cut out the old carpet, right? You just cut in off the floor where the carpet is messed up. So I did that, right? I cut that out. That was no problem, right? Easy peasy. Step two, obviously, is you cut you cut a piece that is is a bit bigger than what the original was, so you can like trim it down or whatever to the right size. Yada yada yada. Right. Well, so I did that. That was easy enough as well. I cut a size that was a bit bigger than what originally was there, so I could try to trim it down to the right size or whatever, right? So I did that. Okay, so step two complete. Step three is essentially getting that piece to the right size. Okay, and that's where I started to run into trouble because I had a really hard time trying to match up the patch with the original hole and getting it exactly right. I could tell that getting it exactly the same was really difficult because it was at odd angles. It wasn't an exact measurement, yada, yada, yada. I knew it'd be really hard to get a one-to-one match. So I thought, okay, I'm going to get quotes on replacing the carpet. Repairing the carpet. This is maybe about a month ago. So I got some quotes, and companies that like, yeah, we would probably charge you the minimum to come out and fix it, which would be $130. Because I told them basically the state of it, what was going on. They said $130. I said, okay, that's not cheap, but I can kind of live with that, right? So now if I had paid that, spoiler alert, I would not have been making this video. So, you know, they came out today and he looked at it and he said to me, he said, it's going to be $250 for the repair, which is basically double what the original quote was. And by the way, the entire carpet install was $1,000 for that whole room. So it cost me 1/4 of what the whole carpet cost to repair a pretty small area of it. Not too happy about that. So I said, why is it $250? I was told it'd be around $130. And he said, well, it's because it's got a pattern on it. Well, the pattern on the carpet, I'm gonna try to show just pop. I'm gonna do this ultra professionally maybe, and try to show on camera on my phone. I did take a picture of it. Let's see if I can of the actual carpet. See if you guys can see it. Yeah, I know. It'd be better to show it on screen, but I'm gonna just try to show it. It's not showing up well at all. Okay, you can kind of see it a little bit-ish. Basically, the pattern is just raised relief squares, right? It's not that much of a pattern. And I wouldn't have cared if it had been a little off, just as long as, it would have fit on there. So, it's a little bit on me for when I called the carpet repair place. I didn't say, what if it's a patterned carpet? I should have. If I had known, then, if they had told me 250, I definitely would have gotten some more quotes right before I had someone come out here, obviously. Right? So it's a little bit on me, but it's also kind of on them for giving me such a low price. And then basically telling me double the price to actually fix the thing, right? That really irritated me a lot. And especially since I already basically done half of the work, right? I already cut the old piece out and I had a new piece cut that was basically close to the right size. And that's what he ended up using. That was the piece that I already cut, which was fine because I didn't want more cut off the carpet. And it took the guy all of like 20 some minutes to do the job, which is fine, but $250 for that work. Oh, and of course, looking at it, you could tell where the patch is. It's not like it's seamless, right? Like, honestly, it doesn't look much better than ultimately what I felt I could have done myself had I been able to figure it out. I don't think it's like hugely better than what I could have done on my own. Certainly not $250 better. That's for darn sure. So, this is why I'm such an advocate of, DIYing, right? That's why I'm DIYing a huge chunk of my basement, because if I could do the job more or less as well as a quote unquote professional, or at least close to it for, way less money, of course I'm going to try. The only reason I didn't DIY this myself is because I knew that I wouldn't be able to get it, right as far as, actually getting it the right size. That's why I decided to call someone in, because part of DIY is knowing when you can't handle the job or whatever and getting someone else in to try to actually resolve the issue. So I'm irritated, but that's life. And I just wanted to talk about why I DIY and give a real world example in my own life of something that happened. So anyway, I hope you guys got something out of this. As always, live long and prosper. Keep on rocking. I'll see you guys pretty soon.